Hey guys, Leah here.
In today's video, we are going to be recreating an old picture of mine. So,
Enjoy the video.
So let's discuss today's painting idea. This painting is more on the simple side of things, a more simple art style, but this is basically what we're doing, and I might add a couple things, just to fill the picture a bit more. And as we said in the beginning, this was the inspiration for this painting. You could see the 8 with a lovely pattern inside surrounding the cross with Christ on it. But this is what we're going to be doing, so let's get started. The very first thing that I started off with when I first made this picture was the 8. So we're going to go in and just sketch a rough shape and then create the double-lined look on the 8 so that we could fill it with that pattern. Once that was done, I went in and started trying to join the 2 rings. Now, similarly to when I first made this painting, or first drew this picture back in 2020, I really struggled with this part, trying to get the 2 rings to connect without it looking weird or leaving any weird shapes around that area. And you can see me just going back and forth, trying to make this look as good as I can make it, and just adjusting and correcting any of the other areas. And then my cat came to say hi. Both of my cats. When I was done drawing the 8, I went in and started measuring where I wanted the cross to be and how big I wanted it to be. The cross would overlap the 8 in all the places where they connect, except for the very middle where the rings join. Finally, I could start drawing Christ on the cross. Now, going into the sketch, it looks rough. But you know what's the best thing ever? Editor magic. Now, it's not often that I actually draw Jesus, but whenever I do, I always keep his face hidden because I don't know what he looks like, and I just, want to be respectful of that. But I'm just going to go in and finish up the rest of his body, and then we can start moving on to drawing the detail on the cross. This ends up being a bit useless later because I try a new technique for painting wood. Now, I know Leah is usually our pattern girl, but since I've made this pattern already, it was better if I could just quickly draw it. But she will be with us when we color it in, or paint it. And I know it's confusing, the whole painting thing. She doesn't like, painting a lot of details and all that stuff, and shading and all that. But she doesn't mind blocking in some colors. Now, this next part, I completely winged it, okay? I have no idea how to do this. I just thought about it and I thought that, hey, maybe this is the correct way to do it. So, I was just gonna pour this on top of the painting, and I have no idea how the other artists do it, make it look so good and just do it so confidently. No thank you, I will not just pour it on. I think I'll just stick to dabbing the paint on the canvas. Just so you know, this was as terrifying as it looked. Once I was done having a heart attack and a half, I took a watered down white just to paint over all the blue paint that went on the 8 and just lightened everything up. I watered down the paint so that I could still see all the details and draw it back on after the paint had dried. Just to get some nice close-ups, I painted 1 or 2 of the patterns, but I promise you, Leah will be here in a couple seconds. She'll be here right about now.
While Alia was painting in the purple and red stripes, I was painting in the yellow dots. After that, I helped Alia block in the colors. Meanwhile, Alia was trying her new method on painting wood.
The method I was trying involved a bunch of wavy lines to make the wooden texture, and all of these wavy lines in different shades of brown, covering the entire area until I was happy with how it looked. After dealing with that, I went in and started filling in the hair color, as well as adding a little bit of shading to the body.
Around this time, we got some visitors in our garden.
Back to the painting, I was starting to paint the crown of thorns, before finally going around the entire 8 in this beautiful blue color, which really tied everything together. Finally, it was time for the message of this painting. When I was spending time in God's presence and in His Word, He reminded me of this drawing I did back in 2020 of Jesus on the cross surrounded by a large number 8, the number 8 symbolizing unity with Christ and cleanness of the heart. Then I also received a word called put on Christ. It's about leaving our sinful nature behind and clothing ourselves in the armor of light and leaving no provision for our flesh to fulfill its evil desires. We have to work on being imitators of Christ, but the only way to do that is to have unity with Christ and spend some time learning from Him, most importantly, applying those teachings to the way we behave and the choices we make. We need to appreciate every bit of time we have with the Father and take every lesson seriously. In short, we need to put on Christ and be His imitator in all things, in the way we speak, in the things we do, and in the way we treat others. So take some time out of your day, go spend time with the Father and apply those teachings to your life. We really enjoyed recreating this painting and being able to compare the old painting and the new one. And it was even more special to be able to share this with you guys. If you'd like to see more of our videos and join us on more journeys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. For behind the scenes and painting updates,
You can also support us on TikTok and Instagram at AliaAscends.
have a good day everybody.
Goodbye!